Sunday, February 24th, 2019. Just want to make a quick review. Well, basically, for the month of February, we just had a rained all day yesterday. It was miserable, and right now, as you can see, the wind's about to pick up. See how these clouds are blowing up through. Now we're going to take a look at total rainfall so far for the month of February for Cumberland, Maryland is 4.74 inches. That is, the average is 2.36 for the month of February. So we are just about double of that. And we'll check last month, January, average is 2.68. So we had 3.84 last month. So we're well over 8 inches. 8 inches for the year so far, which we're just going on track for some reason. Oh well, we'll just move on and we'll take a look at flooded areas across the country. And as you can see, we got 290 locations showing flooding. At least most of it is minor. But as you can see, we got a good bit of major flooding up and down, I guess you'd call it Tennessee Valley, Mississippi Valley. There's even some out west here. Let's take a look. I don't know what's going on here. Northern California and Oregon. Now we'll take a look at the power outages. We got over 100,000 people in Ohio without power. And in West Virginia, we have almost 25,000. So good bit of people dealing with power outages. Now we'll get into the maps. Like I said, it's going to be windy here. They're pushing off this storm. The high pressure installed behind it. You'll always get this, and we'll look at the fronts and get your, when this low pushes off and you get these isobars that are close together, that's where your wind starts picking up from this high pressure behind it. Now I want to take a look at, that's the lower level water vapor for North America. We can see this low pushing up and this high behind. Now all this moisture comes off the Rockies here, and there is ground-based cloud seeding generators all up and down, I believe even down into Mexico and then up into Canada. I don't have that map pulled up right now, but if you can just imagine that, up and down the Rockies. So all this moisture that comes over the Rockies is getting seeded more with silver iodide, and they have air-based airplanes doing it too in the Dakotas, and I believe down here in the Four Corners area somewhere. Here's the current watches and warnings. Got blizzard conditions up here in Minnesota, Iowa, and Michigan, and the Dakotas, eastern Dakotas. I want to take a look at, this is this is the NexRad based reflectivity. But as all this comes off the Rockies here, I want you to notice this transmitter, which in Houston, which I believe they have already upgraded to a what they call it, a multifunctional phased array radar, which they're going to convert all Doppler radar systems into one. The ones for the FAA and the Weather Service, and I forget what others, two other ones, but they're all going to get put into one system. Now we always get this digital ping signature over Southern California, and I'm not sure what's causing this heterodyning interference. Then we'll see this interference down here in southern Texas too. Watch this. That is not precipitation. And then you'll see these two dots light up right here and right here. Now what these are, and what I wanted you to pay attention to, is this one in Houston always shooting these pencil beams up here towards northwest Texas, northern Texas. And then we'll see all these little dots here. We see what's going on there in southern Texas. Now I'm going to take you over to these are the wind farm locations in the United States. And we'll notice this cluster of them right here when it's coming off the Rockies. Now you got to figure you have all your ground-based cedars here. All this water vapor comes off. Now, when a high comes over these mountains, or cold front, do I still have it pulled up? The cool, dry air sets off an elevated electrical charge, and these wind turbines, with every 3 passes of the blade, they discharge into the atmosphere, ionizing the regions above the wind farms. Here's these ones in southern Texas. So this cool, dry air comes over and it ionizes the sky there, and then your moisture, seeded moisture comes over, and it's just a perfect recipe for what we've been seeing year in, year out for us out east. You can picture what pick up what I'm putting down here. So all these wind farms essentially are ionizing this area of the country with this seeded moisture coming over. And then they divert this, because most of our rainfall for the eastern side of the country comes up over Mexico, comes up through here, and it mixes in with what comes off the Rockies here. And then we deal with a shitstorm every week. What else did I want to cover? All the atmospheric rivers. We can see plenty of interference on this map pushing this. And with this last storm we had thunder snow too, which we've never had around here. And I didn't pull up the map, but I can show it on this map, because right here along these is where it started, initiated. A few radio towers went down, and up along this mountain ridge here, they have all these wind farms too, which I at first initially thought probably caused the thunder snow. And here's current look geocaller. See, I'm just seeding away here. The wind's about ready to drive up through here. We could be getting up to 40-mile-an-hour gusts. There's a mess over the southwest. Now we'll take a look at the GFS model. We'll go up through the 12th of March, and we can see where the heavier areas of rainfall, looks like the south here is going to be dealing with it. But that's 2-3 weeks out. So we shouldn't be getting any more rain locally in Cumberland. So, we're twice over the average. Take a look here, and we'll get to deal with that wind. This always pushes these shit storms through. But that's my report. I hope you learned something, or picked up something of the way I see things. I wish I could pick up all the ground seeding generators. I know I have a picture of it somewhere, but I'll show you in another video. So that's my report. We'll check back in at a later date.